name is Madiha. I will be presenting the introduction of our research. Small-scale fisheries play a very important role in supporting coastal livelihoods and food security in Terengganu. Most small-scale fishers operate within Zone A, which is up to 5 nautical miles from the shore, using small vessels and traditional fishing gears. This sector is highly important because it provides the main source of income for many coastal households and supports related economic activities such as marketing and distribution. However, despite its importance, small-scale fishers remain economically vulnerable due to their strong and dependence on natural conditions and seasonal changes. One of the main problems faced by small-scale fisheries households is income instability. Fishing income is highly seasonal, especially during the monsoon from November to March, when fishing activities are limited and income drops significantly. At the same time, household expenses such as food, utilities, transportation, education, and healthcare remain relatively fixed throughout the year. This creates an imbalance between income and expenditure, which increase reliance on debt, reduce savings, and expose households to financial vulnerability. Therefore, effective financial management is crucial for small-scale fisheries households to cope with income fluctuation and rising living costs. Although government support such as fuel subsidy and cash assistance help reduce financial pressure, many fishers perceive this support as insufficient, especially during the monsoon season.
This study employs a descriptive analytical design with a quantitative approach and a cross-sectional design, in which data were collected at a single point in time. The research instrument was a structured questionnaire divided into 4 sections and served as the primary tool for data collection. The target population comprised 30 respondents from among fishermen who were selected as the study sample. The sampling method used was a non-probability covariance sampling based on predefined basic criteria. The data collection was conducted over a period of 1 week, and all complete questionnaires were reviewed to ensure that each section was fully answered. Among the challenges of the study were the sensitivity of income and expenditure information, the limited sample size, and various in respondent understanding of economic terminology. Overall, this methodology is appropriate and effective in supporting the achievement of the study's state objective.
Hello everyone, my name is Daniela Kamaru. So today I will present result analysis part A, household demographic and fishing characteristic. This analysis is based on 30 respondents from Kuala Terengganu and Kuala Nerus, providing insight into the socio-economic situation of small-scale fishing household.
First, we begin with household demography. In general, all household heads in our study are male and Malay, each between their 30 and 60, with most in middle to pre-retirement age group. The vast majority are married with significant family responsibilities. Education level are mainly secondary school, with modest proportion having primary schooling or college qualification. As shown in graph 1, most household heads have moderate education level, which may limit their access to employment outside fisheries. Regarding dependents, graph 2 show most households have between 2 to 4 dependents, including school-aged children requiring continuous spending on education and basic needs. This creates pressure on household income stability.
Next, we move to fishing characteristic. Graph 3 shows that the overwhelming majority are traditional small-scale fishers, with only a few engaged in commercial fishing. This traditional operation use small boats with limited engine capacity and conventional gear. Fishers operate more days during non-monsoon season and reduce activity during monsoon, leading to highly unstable and seasonal income. They catch various species including kerisi, kembung, sotong, and tenggiri, with high value species contributing significantly to cash income. Their main asset is boats, nets, engine, and generator, represent substantial capital investment value at 1,000 to 10,000 of ringgit, which requires ongoing loan repayment and maintenance costs.
Figure 3.2.1 show a threefold income gap. Commercial fisher earn around 156,000 annually. Traditional fisher earn around 51,600, but only 4 of 30 households are commercial. Moving to figure 3.2.2 seasonal income distribution, we see a universal challenge. All households, regardless of type, lose 80% of their income during the monsoon season. 80% of their annual earnings come from just 8 months. This creates a various and severe annual financial stress cycle for everyone. How do households cope? Figures 2 by 2 by 3 household income compensation shows there are two distinct strategies. Traditional households diversify their income source with 32% coming from non-fishing activities like spouses employment. In contrast, commercial households specialize intensively relying on fishing for 88% of their income. This leads to the key finding in figures 2 by 2 by 5. Despite lower earnings, diversified traditional households show greater stability than high-income commercial ones. Diversification with higher income for security. Finally, figures 2 by 2 by 4 monthly income will show this pattern inflation. All families' income peak and trough at the same time, locked into the same environmental cycle. We also see a geographical result. Households closest to urban centers like Kuala Terengganu fared slightly better, only about 13% more with marginally less seasonal hardship. In summary, the data shows that while commercial fishing offers higher income, it comes with higher variability. Diversification, not just higher earnings, is the key to resilience for most fishing households in Terengganu.
Hi, my name is Siti Nur Erika binti Busairi, matrix number S71858. Today I will be presenting on cost structure. Firstly, based on the survey findings, all respondents, which represent 100%, do not operate a seafood restaurant. In addition, 100% of respondents are not involved in any seafood catering activities. Furthermore, none of the respondents generate income from seafood-related businesses. As a result, a financial analysis including assessment of sales, cost and revenue could not be conducted due to the absence of relevant financial data. Next, based on the finding, household with 4 working members from the largest group accounting for 40% of the total respondents. This is followed by household with 3 working members, which represent 30%. Household with 2 working members account for 20%, while those with only 1 working member represent the smallest share at 10%. Overall, the majority of households rely on multiple income earners. Having more working members help support income generation as well as cost management within the household. This situation contributes to variation in wage and salary income across different households. Furthermore, wage income varies sustainability across households. Some households with 1 or 2 working members reported zero annual wage income. Households with 3 working members recorded the highest wage income, reaching up to 80,400 ringgit per year. Larger households tend to benefit from higher labour participation. The wide dispersion of income reflects the irregular and uncertain nature of wage-based employment. This income variability may affect household ability to manage requiring expenses. Salary income is unevenly distributed across households. Several households reported zero salary income. For those earning a salary, monthly salaries range from 1,300 ringgit to 2,200 ringgit, which translated to an annual income of approximately 15,600 ringgit to 26,400 ringgit. Larger households tend to record higher total salary income due to more working members. Compared to wage income, salary income is more stable and predictable, which support regular household expenditures. Clear differences are observed between the wage and salary income across household sizes. Wage income show high variability ranging from 0 up to 86,400, reflecting household reliance on daily or irregular employment. In contrast, salary income is more stable, generally below 30,000 annually. Smaller households often rely on single income sources, either wage or salary, while larger households tend to have diversified income sources. This income diversification have reduced income volatility and better manage rising living costs.
Hi, my name is Siti Aisyah binti Azman and my metric number is S69950, and I'm going to explain about household expenditure and debt. Household spending is heavily concentrated on basic necessities. Food is the largest expenditure, averaging from 500 to 700 ringgit per month, reflecting low middle income status. Utilities, electricity and water are relatively low, to 15 to 60 ringgit per month, but fixed and unavoidable. Transportation costs vary from 50 ringgit to 180 ringgit per month, depending on distance to fishing ground and fuel use. Non-essential spending is minimal, indicating limited financial flexibility. Mismatch between income and expenditure. Fishing income is seasonal and unstable, especially during monsoon. Household expenditure remains rigid and cannot be easily reduced. For household debt and financial vulnerability, some households report no debt, but others face monthly repayment up to 500. Estimated annual debt range from 6,000 to 15,000 ringgit. Main type of debt is personal loans, hire purchase, education and emergency expenses, informal borrowing such as family or friends. Debt is mainly used for consumption, not productive investment. Low or no savings among most household debt act as a short-term coping mechanism but increase long-term financial stress and vulnerability. In conclusion, household expenditure is mainly focused on basic necessities, while income from fishing remain unstable and seasonal. This imbalance forces households to rely on debt to cover daily needs, especially during low-income periods. Low savings and rising debt level highlight the financial vulnerability of small-scale fisheries households and the need for stronger income stability and financial support.
Hi, I'm Putri. I will be presenting my part, which is perception on government policies. Based on the pie chart, most respondents support Malaysia's fuel subsidies policy, with 23 respondents answering yes and only 3 answering no. This shows strong public agreement. Fuel subsidies help reduce transportation costs, business expenses, and overall living costs, especially for low and middle-income households. Based on the pie chart, 62% of respondents are aware of Malaysia's person income tax system, while 38% are not, showing moderate awareness. Personal income tax is important for funding public services such as education, healthcare, and social welfare. However, the relative high percentage of awarenesses may affect public trust and perception of fairness. Other than that, based on the pie chart, 85% of respondents agree that the government cash incentive helps increase household income, showing strong public support. This indicates that the policy effectively meets economic needs and strengthens trust in government intervention. Lastly, based on the pie chart, 58% of respondents are aware that change in the overnight policy rates affect household expenses and commodity prices, while 42% are not aware. An increase in OPR rises borrowing and production costs, leading to higher prices and financial pressure on households, while a decrease can reduce costs and stimulate spending. This shows that public understanding of monetary policy is mixed.
Hi, my name is Nufar Nadia binti Muhammad Nasaruddin, S70852. I would like to discuss about economy interpretation and finance integration. Moving on to section 4.1, let's look at the household expenditure pattern. From our survey, we found that spending is heavily concentrated on basic necessities, specifically food, utilities, transport and education. The biggest portion of their budget goes to food, with an average spending of ringgit Malaysia 500 to 700 per month. This aligns with Angel Law, which states that lower income households spending a larger percentage of their income on food. A critical challenge here is the mismatch between income and expenses. While fishing income is highly volatile, especially during the monsoon. Essential costs like bills and food are rigid, meaning they stay high even when income drops. Next, we look at the debt and saving. Our data show that monthly debt repayment can reach up to ringgit Malaysia 500, with total annual debt estimated between 6,000 and 15,000, which what is concerning here is the purpose of borrowing. Unlike higher income group who might borrow for investment, this household use loan for survival consumption, meaning they borrow money just to cover daily needs, healthcare and their children education. Because they have minimal to zero formal saving, debt has become their primary coping mechanism to survive financial shock. Finally, regarding government policy and the overnight policy rate OPR, we found a gap in understanding. About 60% of respondents do not fully understand how OPR works, yet 58% of them clearly feel its impact through rising prices and loan installment. Because of this pressure, the majority of respondents suggested that the government should reduce the OPR by at least 0.25%. To cope with these challenges, they rely heavily on government aids such as SDR payment of up to 1,500 and the diesel subsidy of 350. In conclusion, while subsidies help, there is a strong need for better financial literacy to help these households manage their income more effectively.
Hi, my name is Nur Syahada, and moving on to the final part of our presentation, which is policy recommendation. Based on our analysis, while small-scale fisheries are vital for food security, these households remain economically vulnerable due to unstable income and weak financial management. To address this, we propose 3 key strategic interventions. Point number 1, which is enhancing financial resilience. First, we must strengthen financial management and literacy. Our findings show a significant lack of understanding regarding monetary policy, like the OPR, and a high reliance on debt. We recommend that the government and NGOs implement financial education programs specifically tailored for fishers. This will help them transition from a subsistence mindset to an entrepreneurial one, encouraging savings and better debt management. Point number 2, modernizing support system. Second, there is an urgent need to revise and catch incentive structure. Currently, the incentive of 10 cents per kilogram is outdated and insufficient to cover rising operational costs like fuel and maintenance. We recommend increasing this to at least 50 cents per kilogram to provide a meaningful price floor that actually support household income growth. And point number 3 is about long-term empowerment. Finally, we advocate for livelihood diversification and institutional support. Since fishing income is highly seasonal, especially during the monsoon, policies should focus on creating secondary employment opportunities and providing affordable credit. This reduces their dependency on short-term aid and build long-term economic resilience. In conclusion, by integrating financial literacy with modernized incentive, we can ensure a sustainable future for Terengganu's fishing communities.
In conclusion, most small-scale fishers households are in the low to middle income group and face unstable income. Fixed household expand and high operational costs increase financial stress, leading to high debt and low savings. Low savings make this household more vulnerable to economic shocks, especially during the monsoon season. Limited financial knowledge also worsen the problem. Therefore, policies should focus on increasing income, improving financial literacy, reducing costs, and diversifying income sources to improve the well-being of fishing households.